Hey everyone, it's Nico with Legacy Realty, your neighborhood realtor and real estate advisor. I hope you're all having a great week. It's Tuesday, which means it's Tips Tuesday. If you have never seen these videos before, the reason why I do these videos, I talk about this week after week, I do these videos to teach, train, and to educate you guys about what it means to be a buyer, a seller, a homeowner, or even a real estate investor, or kind of like what that looks like in today's market. And today I want to kind of focus on buyers. But if you're not a buyer and you know someone, this is good information. So even if you're not currently buying right now, this is good information for you to have, especially if you know someone who will become one or will be one in the future. And so today I want to talk about resources for buyers. You know, there's so many different programs out there, and there's so many different things. So, you know, so many buyers I know, or people who do want to buy, don't always know everything there is about real estate, and that's okay. They don't know everything about what it means to buy a home, and that's okay, because buying a home is the biggest transaction you might make in your entire life, and it could be something that you only do once in your life. And maybe you will buy a few homes in your life, whether you're buying a few homes and turning them into rentals or investment properties, or just buying and selling. And so there are different resources out there. You don't have to put 20% down. You know, there are different programs out there to actually help you buy a home. And so I want to talk about a few of those different programs. You know, my mission in real estate is to help make a difference in the lives of others. And I do that by helping people build a life, wealth, and a legacy through real estate. And so today I want to talk about those different resources. I want to talk about this resource called CHFA, which is the Colorado Housing and Financing Authority. I want to talk about Home Partners of America, and I want to actually talk about possibly using your life insurance to help you buy a home. And so I want to talk about CHFA, which is the Colorado Housing Financing Authority, and what they are is they are a great resource for home buyers because they help people become home owners. And so they create opportunities for affordable home ownership for buyers, and they're through their statewide network of lenders, they are able to give you a loan or even a down payment assistance grant. And so there are some general requirements that you would have to meet. And all borrowers have to have a credit score of 620 or higher. You can't exceed their income limit, which there is a link to their income limit. You have to attend an education class through them, and you have to put in $1,000 toward the purchase of the home, minimum $1,000. But if you qualify in all of these ways, you can actually get a home loan through them. They might have a little bit higher interest rate, and it only applies to 30-year fixed rate loans. But you can also even get down payment assistance grants and on your first and second mortgage. And so on your first mortgage, they will actually give you up to 3% of a down payment on your first home, and you don't even have to pay it back. Which, if you qualify for a conventional loan, your minimum down payment is 3%. So if you can get a conventional loan and then get the resource through CHFA, you possibly don't even have to put you don't have to put a down payment down. And so that's a great resource for you. And then you can even get up to 4% on your second mortgage, but there is a repayment for that. So that's just one resource. A second resource, Home Partners of America. It's a really cool program where they're rent to own. Ultimately, you get pre-approved through them, which is not the same as getting pre-approved through a lender. That their process is actually easier because you're not getting pre-approved to buy the home right away. So it's a lot simpler. And so what you will do then is they'll give you a budget. They'll tell you to go find a home, and then they'll buy the home for you. And so you can work with a realtor that you know, and they'll buy the home. They'll cover the repairs, the closing costs. They'll cover everything. And then what you do is you enter into a year lease. And then once that year lease is up, you'll know that rent going into it too. So nothing will come as a surprise. But once that year lease is up, you have the option to buy. And you have that option to buy for 5 years. So you can either buy the home or continue to rent. And I believe that the rent goes up about 3% every year. They might actually say it on their website, but having the first option to buy on a home that you're renting is an incredible opportunity because it allows you to continue to save if you're not quite ready right now. And it actually eliminates competition from other people who are buying because you have that first right to buy. So you could rent your home and then buy it, and you'll just be living in the same home that you were just renting. And so it's a really cool program. So I would love to give you guys more information on that if you're interested. And then life insurance. So the first step is having the right policy. So if you have whole life insurance, then you could potentially use it to buy a home. And if you have term, you can't use that. If you have term life insurance, it has no cash value, and so therefore it can't be borrowed against. And so what you're doing is you're just borrowing against your life insurance. So a cash value life insurance policy will help with, you can use it to help with the down payment, closing costs, repairs, to secure your policy and secure the amount you might need for those things. You could also use it for home inspection or repairs, like I said, or renovation. But with this decision in particular, keep in mind you need to talk to an insurance agent or a financial advisor. Don't talk to, talk to a real estate agent about the possibility of using it, but don't rely on them alone, because you can actually really impact your policy when you do so, and you want to make sure it's the right decision as well. So there can also be hidden costs, tax implications, and you can even actually risk losing your policy if you don't handle this well. So it's something that you can do, it's something that you can use, but also not a decision you should make on your own without the advice of a financial advisor or your insurance agent to understand what actually the risks are and if you're even able to do so. But it's an option out there. It's a resource. I just want to throw it out there. Again, don't rely on me alone. Meet with someone who actually can tell you what would happen if you did use it, if you can use it, if it's the right option for you to use life insurance to help buy a home. But you can use it to help buy your home. So all three of these things are different resources buyers ought to know about to help you become homeowners. So if you want to become a homeowner today, reach out. Let's figure out what options are best for you and figure out how to move forward. And I would love to just chat with you. I would love to sit down and have coffee with you. And until next week, I hope you all have a great week.